Hey, Nicole, how you doing? Looks like you were sick last week, so I'll just comment on what we have, which is kind of going to end up being my same comments from grading for last week. So let's skip over the sketches because we're already in the digital stage. So let's take a look at these. These are your three logo finals, or actually your two logo finals. These are the same work. I talked about this in grading, and my idea here is this is visually not congruent with something that you want to promote for the Olympics. And the reason being is because I understand that you're depicting antlers, and I think that this abstract geometric depiction of antlers is really cool. I love it. I think it's so original in terms of showing this symbol that almost resembles the pictograph an actual pictograph or a pictogram of the way antlers would look. So this is interesting stuff. The problem with it is in terms of visual communication, this is saying a lot of things we don't want it to say. Specifically, see these real sharp jagged edges, all these jagged edges. Remember intro to visual communications? Whenever something is sharp, the mind perceives it as dangerous. And a lot of what we see and perceive in visual communication is based on our innate sense of survival. So when we see things that are sharp, that look sharp and pointy and dangerous, we tend to reject them. All right? And I think that is what's going to happen here. I think that this is not going to be taken well. It's designed well, don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's going to be taken well in terms of promoting this worldwide event of sportsmanship and unity. I think this piece right here is your answer. This is interesting. I've been commenting on students left, right, and center to say, listen, don't try to depict a scene in your logo. It's a lot easier to try to depict an idea than it is a scene or a geographic location. That said, you are depicting a scene and a geographic location, mountains in Colorado, excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, but the way you've done it, I think is really super interesting. Now, some of my comments in grading, I don't know. I didn't hear back from this, so hopefully it made sense. This is good. Okay, I'm not sure about the this shape in the background. I just, boy, it almost looks like a clothing store sign. And that's something you'd see over on Pearl Street. And I just think that's the shape of the sign. I think the logo itself is going to work. Couple of comments I want you to think about moving forward, okay? And the number one, this has a black stroke and a gray background. Go straight black on here. I think I know the reason you went gray is so that you could put this drop shadow on the mountains. Drop shadow on the mountains I don't think you need. And the reason I don't think you need it is because in order to promote versatility for this logo, we can do things like present the logo without the background. Taking the background right away right now is going to leave this mark here with this drop shadow, and it's not going to look good on a white background or any other colored white background or any other colored background. So this wouldn't be able to stand alone without the background with the drop shadow. And you don't need the drop shadow. I mean, it's just all it's doing is creating separation that you just don't need. So my suggestion is to go ahead and cultivate this, but work on that background. If any background at all, do you even need a background? Do you need this shape? Does it have to be a badge, or can it just be a freestanding mark that has this relationship with infinity as opposed to being, isolated within this shape? Okay, so food for thought. That's my direction, my advice to continue. But we also don't forget we need the written report by Sunday night. The written report for your 3 final marks, and hate to say it, but these are the same marks. So you only have 2 marks here. These are 2 variations or 2 iterations of the same mark. So we need 3 logos and then a report describing each of the 3 logos as well as associated pictograms for each of the 3 logos. Okay, so I'll leave it at that. If you have any questions, and if you do fall behind, I know you were sick this week, but let me know. Get what you can get. Please get this submitted by Sunday night, and then we'll see about working on some adjustments next week. All right? Thanks very much. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a holler. Thank you.